It's officially 3 o'clock. So we're ready to start. So let me introduce myself. I'm Denise Pomerank, Marketing Manager at Luxury Cruise Connections. Today I'll be leading this consumer event with Jenny. This is an exclusive Q&A session for all of you. We'll be presenting a lot of information about from Voyages. And as a thank you for you guys to join us, we'll be giving you up to $150 onboard credit for this consumer event. So feel free to reach out to us after this event to pin your offer for new bookings only. So Jenny, I'll allow you to introduce yourself as well.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and share my screen so we can get the presentation started. You let me know if you're able to see it.
Awesome. We're able to see your screen right now.
In full screen?
Yes. So go ahead, Jenny.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Denise. Like she mentioned, my name is Jenny Verna, and I am the Business Development Manager here in Florida, representing Holland America Line. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to connect with you all today. So I want to thank you for taking the time to come on and listen to what we have to offer. And I'm sure you can all agree that staying connected right now is more important than ever. So it gives me great pleasure to know that you took the time to learn about Holland America Line today.
So we're gonna, sorry to interrupt you, Jenny. We're gonna launch polls during presentations and after the presentation as well. And I'm gonna ask people if they ever sailed with Holland America. We wanna hear more.
Awesome. Let's see.
Awesome. But you can go ahead and continue with your presentation.
All right. So today we'll be focusing on Grand Voyages, and that's because a Grand Voyage is truly a journey like no other that you'll ever experience, because you get to see more ports, you have longer stays, more overnight stays, experience more of everything on a Grand Voyage. So we get to go around the world, you get to see iconic landmarks, hidden gems, and these longer cruises are great for travelers who are looking to truly immerse themselves in the destinations that they're looking to see and all of the ports of call that we go to. So today we'll focus on a few of the different itineraries that we have for Grand Voyages. And those include, we have our Grand World Voyages. So we have different types of voyages that we do.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Sorry. We have the Grand World Voyages, which is available for 2023 and 2024. So you're able to make those bookings right away. We also offer Grand Africa Voyages, and those are in October of this year. So we do have a Grand Africa Voyage this year, and we also offer that same itinerary in 2023 as well. So throughout the presentation, you'll get to see what those Grand Voyages entail. And of course, we'll go over the Grand South Africa and Antarctica Voyage. This one is a fantastic itinerary, and that one is available January 3rd, 2023. And lastly, the latest Grand Voyage that we announced is the Grand Australian and New Zealand Voyage, which is so exciting for us to announce. And this one will be departing January 3rd, 2024. And that one is a 94-day voyage. So if you have the time, you definitely want to spend it with us on board Holland America Line, and you'll get to see why. So what makes us different is really the consistency that we provide throughout your vacation with us. It's about the authenticity of experiences, the best cruises for both passionate cruisers and anyone that really wants to relax and see the different destinations that we have to take you to. And those of you that are looking to avoid big ships and crowds, Holland America Line is the ship for you. We are not the cruise line for that have the go-karts and the slides and the roller coasters. What we have is our exclusive exploration central destination programming that is designed to deepen your understanding of the places that you visit. So it's really for those of you who are looking to really enjoy the destinations. only Holland America Line has a dedicated culinary council. If you didn't realize on my first slide, our slogan is Holland America Line, Savor the Journey. So we definitely take our culinary experience very seriously on board. So our culinary council of 8 world-renowned chefs are the ones curating those menus for us on board. And that it doesn't have to only be your specialty dining. You'll have a great experience at our casual dinings as well. And those are available throughout the ships and are available to you to enjoy as well. Now, along with our own unique activities and entertainment, on Brand Voyages, guests enjoy local cultural entertainment, which is fantastic. So we have local entertainers coming on board to put together some performances for you. We have some captivating headliners to ensure that each night on board is as exciting as the next. You are spending a long time with us, so we definitely want to make sure that we have enough activities for you to do, enough activities for you to participate in, a lot to see, a lot to do, a lot to enjoy for you. So definitely a lot to discover with us on board. Now, what our guests enjoy really the most is the guest experience. We have a 1 to almost 1 to 2 guest to staff ratio, which means there's always a staff around to help you if you need it. If you wanted to get a drink at the bar you didn't want to walk to, there's a staff member to assist you with that. So we definitely take our service very seriously because we want to make sure that those days spent on board are smooth as possible. Now, what I like about Holland America Line is really our ships. They are very sophisticated, spacious public areas. We have wraparound decks. And our ships never feel crowded, which is perfect for the times we are in right now. So you can always find a corner that you can call your own on board Holland America Line. Now, this is just a few of the awards that we've received along the way. This is awards for our Grand World Voyages, awards for our services, award for our ships, which means that not only do we believe in our brand, the industry believes in our brands as well. Our travel advisors believes in us. And of course, our return guest believes in us as well. So you definitely, if you haven't tried Holland America Line before, I'm not sure if you've already taken the survey. So those of you who haven't tried Holland America Line before, you definitely want to try us out and see what the industry is talking about when it comes to Holland America Line. Now let's get a little bit more into our Grand Voyages. There's no trip in the world like the one around it, right? So ours have the best rated itineraries, and we have awards from Travel Weekly, which is a prestigious award. And because we take a lot of time to create those itineraries for you, because we want to be able to take you all over the world on a smooth sailing experience. So on board our Grand World Voyages, you definitely will enjoy some great culinary experience, like I mentioned earlier. And we also have some great shore excursions that are curated around food as well. So we have a great partnership with Food and Wine. So you are able to connect with your travel advisors to create those shore excursions as well. That way you get to taste the flavors of the world while you're on your cruise. And like I was mentioning earlier, our staff members are really what makes our brand. Many crew members on board our Grand World Voyages are veterans, so they know exactly where they're going. So if you haven't been to, let's say, Puerto Rico before, there will be a staff member on board that will be able to give you some more information about that destination before you even get there. And of course, while they offer some great service as well to make sure that you are enjoying yourself on board. And our entertainment is also fantastic. I did mention earlier, we do have entertainment available for you throughout your vacation because those are longer voyages. We definitely want to make sure that it is as exciting as possible. So our extensive activities and enrichment programs are enhanced even further for Grand World Voyages. So you are able to take painting lessons. You can practice Tai Chi, you can learn how to cook. We have different experiences on board for you to participate in throughout the entire Grand Voyage. That way you come back home culturally enhanced and ready to share your experience with your family and your friends. Now, and let's get into more of the events. Some of the things that you can do on a Grand World Voyage are, we have some images here for you to have an idea of what you can do. So at the top left, we have the sail away party special event. So this is something that we do on board for you. At the top right, we have the private dinners with the captain and senior officers, which is a special occasion that you are able to participate in. At the bottom left, this is one of our most memorable guests. This is Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu, and he actually came on board of our Grand World Voyages in 2014 in Cape Town, South Africa. So we always try to bring a memorable guest on board for you to interact with and meet, so you have that extra experience. And at the bottom right, this is our Officer Gala Black and White Ball. So we do have some evening attire you should pack with you so you get to enjoy those moments as well. I also wanted to make sure to mention our exclusive culinary excursions in partnership with Food and Wine magazine, which I mentioned earlier. So we've created exceptional tours that show the culinary side of destinations in very special ways, where we combine food, culture, entertainment, just to create that unique experience for you. So for example, you are able to, you can go ahead and shop with a renowned Barcelona chef, which creates an extraordinary meal together, so you can share that. You are able to visit a beautifully preserved Jacobin mansion in Barbados, so that would also be another option for you. Or you can enjoy an evening out in Aruba, enjoy some Caribbean barbecue, pub crawl, some dancing. So we definitely have some great activities at our destinations as well, on top of the activities that we have on board for you. Now, our Grand World Voyages, because you're spending so much time with us, we like to call it a gracious second home. So you're able to stretch out in a spacious stateroom on board the Zaandam, the Zuiderdam, and the Volendam. So these are the 3 ships that we use for our Grand Voyages, and most have ocean views and private verandas. So these are the best suites that you definitely want to look into when you're booking those Grand World Voyages. So these are pictures of the Zaandam and the Volendam. They are sister ships, so they're very similar. So if you're booking an itinerary aboard one of these 2, you will have the same experience. They are built the same. They carry just about 1,432 guests, which was on purpose because we were designed to carry fewer guests, which means you have expensive public spaces. We have wraparound decks, which you can walk around and enjoy, and also an elegant interior. So we'll get to look a little bit inside those ships so you have an idea of what they look like. Now, these are one of the smaller ships that we have in our brand, and they have been updated in 2019, so you don't have to worry about them looking a little bit older. We make sure to refurbish our ships as often as possible to keep that feel. Now, the Zaandam and the Volendam, we have 9 decks, so you're able to go up and down the 9 decks. Like I mentioned previously, wraparound decks, we have 6 restaurants and cafes. Of course, you can always enjoy your 24-hour in-room dining, which is a fantastic perk. If you don't want to go to the restaurant, you can always call in and order some room service. We have 6 entertainment venues. We have some bars, some lounges, swimming pools, spas, fitness centers, shopping. So lots to do on board, on top of the other destinations that you'll get to visit. Now, this is a picture of our next Neptune suites on board the Zaandam and the Volendam. So our Neptune suites are available in all of our ships, so you'll get to enjoy those if that's what you're looking for. Our Neptune suites are one of our top suites. They're much larger than the other suites that we have. And something I wanted to highlight here is that your living area is spacious and is also separated from your sleeping area, and you also get to enjoy a very spacious veranda right outside. Now, on the Zaandam and the Volendam, we have a stateroom called the Lanai stateroom. Now, this one is not available in the Zuiderdam, which is also a ship that we use for Grand Voyages. Now, this one is, we call it the Lanai stateroom because we have a sliding glass door that leads to the wraparound deck. So you're able to go out of your room and have a nice promenade on the deck right outside of your stateroom. So if that's something you'd be interested in, those would be available on the Zaandam and the Volendam. And of course, we have different areas, public areas for you to, enjoy yourself, meet some friends, have fun with your friends and family. We have the lounges, the bars, the swimming pools, all of those will be open to you. And later on, we'll touch on our protocols on board so you have an idea of what to expect when you do go on vacation with us. Now, this is what the Zuiderdam looks like. It is our first in our Vista class ship. Now, this one is very similar to the two other ships that we've just looked at. However, it's a little bit bigger, but we still have the classic lines and finishes. We have the modern amenities here. And this one, she carries 1,964 guests. So as you can see, it's a little bit larger than what we've seen before. And the amenities here are very similar as well, but we just have extra space, which means we have extra entertainment venues. We have more lounges and bars for you to enjoy. And of course, you'll always find our spas or fitness centers or, our shops, your libraries, all of those will be available on all of our ships. Now let's get into the fun stuff, the itineraries for our Grand World Voyages, right? So that's why you're here. That's what you want to listen to. So our first stop is the fall 2022 and fall 2023, our Grand Africa Voyage. So those departures are October 10th through December 20th of 2022, or October 10th through December 22 in 2023. So this one is a 71-day Grand Africa Voyage on board the Zaandam in 2022, but it is on board the Zuiderdam in 2023. So you'll get to feature the different destinations from all corners of the continent with this voyage here. Now, this is what the itinerary would look like when you choose the Grand Africa Voyage. We include 20 ports of call, and we have overnight stays in Aqaba, Jordan. We have Cape Town, South Africa, Zanzibar, Tanzania, and also in Victoria, Seychelles. So you definitely have some great overnight stays here, some great destinations for you to enjoy. And you can also embark in an overland safari excursion. So this is a very popular excursion for you to choose from. So make sure you get together with your travel advisor to get on those safaris. And of course, we also have some UNESCO World Heritage sites for you to enjoy as well. Now we have our 2023-2024 Grand World Voyages. Those are departing January 3rd, 2023. This one is our new 128-day Grand World Voyage aboard the Zuiderdam. And this one crosses the South Pacific to New Zealand and Australia before widening up into the east coast of Africa and charting a path through the Western Europe. So this is what the map would look like for your Grand World Voyage. And here we have more than 60 destinations that are featured along this route. And that includes extended stays in Panama City. We have Tahiti, Sydney, Hobart, Adelaide, Perth, Cape Town, Amsterdam. So definitely a lot of stops here for you to enjoy. So not only do you have your entertainment on board, you definitely have some great destinations for you to enjoy. I highly recommend you get down and enjoy the destinations. This is why you're going on these vacations, and we are making sure that we're taking you to these ports to immerse yourself in their culture and enjoy and get a feel of what the destination is like. We also have some UNESCO World Heritage sites for you to enjoy here as well. And of course, you can enjoy some picturesque medieval times in Belgium, which is one of my favorites.
So we just launched a poll asking people if they're considering sailing on a Grand Voyage. So we're highly interested to know if they're looking to do that. think this is very exciting, right?
Absolutely.
Good.
All right. Now we have our Grand South Africa Antarctica voyage. Now this one is a very popular voyage and it departs January 3rd, 2023. This is our new 74-day Grand South America Antarctica voyage. This one would be on board the Holland. And this one will showcase the diversity and richness of the region. What I love about this is you get to go to Antarctica. So if you've never been there and you also wanted to explore South America, this would be the great voyage for you. Now with this itinerary, you are able to either do the full 74-day or you can do the segments. You can do the 40-day or the 34-day. Now that will depend on where you board the ship. So as you can see here, this would be a full circumnavigation of the continent if you are doing the full grand voyage. If you're doing the segment, you would start in Fort Lauderdale and end in Buenos Aires, or you can start in Buenos Aires and work your way up to Fort Lauderdale. So this is what this is how you would be able to plan your grand voyage here. Now in the full circumnavigation, you can explore more than 30 ports along the way, and that includes an overstay in Manaus and Rio de Janeiro, which is in Brazil. And of course, we stop in Buenos Aires in Argentina. For those of you who are boarding or disembarking, this would be your stop here. We also go to Peru and Panama City, Panama as well. So some highlights include the scenic cruising through the serene escapes of Antarctica. This is really what we love about this destination here. And we also are able to take you through the Amazon. So that's also a great highlight for this itinerary as well. And you'd be able to enjoy some fantastic shore excursions. Of course, I highly recommend Machu Picchu, very popular destinations. You can enjoy the Iguazu Falls and so much more. This one is a very well-rounded itinerary where we definitely took some time to create this itinerary for you. So there's a lot to see, a lot to do, and a lot to experience. And last but not least, our latest announcement is our 2024 Grand Australia and New Zealand voyage. Now, we are very excited about this one, and it's also what's starting off our year for 2024. We have some great rooms there. Those will be departing January 3rd, 2024, and this will be a 90-day aboard the Holland. And it's also a round trip San Diego. So we're excited to have this voyage back. And this will give you a circumnavigation of the land down under, like we like to say, and explore the natural wonders of New Zealand, Hawaii, and the South Pacific on the 90-day round trip odyssey. Now, this is what the itinerary would look like. So you are able to explore 50 ports along the way, and that includes some overnight stays in Perth, Australia. We also stay in Sydney, Australia, in Auckland, New Zealand, and also Tahiti, which is very exciting. So this one encompasses the vibrant Great Barrier Reef, which is exactly what our clients wants to see when they take on this voyage here. And of course, you also get to experience New Zealand's breathtaking Milford Sounds and so much more. So we haven't done this itinerary in quite a few years, so we're excited to have her back. And we would love for you to join us on our first cruise back to Australia. Now, this is pretty much what we have for our grand voyages. As you can see, we want to take you all over the world without having you fly too far or too many times to see these destinations. So because we are understanding and we want you to join us on our grand world voyages, we have some great benefits for you to choose from. Now, you can definitely go ahead and talk to your travel advisors on how to take advantage of these benefits. But I wanted to mention that if you are paying in full, you get an extra 3% in savings. So everyone wants some savings, right? So get together with your travel advisor to see how you can get that applied for your booking. And depending on the stateroom category that you choose for your Grand World Voyages, we have some extra benefits for you to choose from as well. That includes your complimentary laundry. We have complimentary bottled water, soft drinks throughout your entire vacation. And of course, if you're getting into the Neptune suites and the Pinnacle suites, we have extra benefits such as onboard credit, which you can use for spa, for your shore excursions, or however you please. So those will be added to your vacations as well. So some great benefits for you to choose from here. Now, today we were really focused on our Grand World Voyages. However, with Holland America Line, we are able to take you on all 7 continents, depending on what you're looking to see. And if you are also looking to do a shorter itinerary, we don't only do Grand World Voyages, we have itineraries from 4 days all the way up to 24 days or 35 days, depending on where you want to go and what you want to see. And on those voyages, we have our fantastic Have It All program, which includes 4 of our best amenities, so our shore excursions, drink package, specialty dining, and Wi-Fi. So get with your travel advisor at Luxury Cruise Connections so they can tell you which of these voyages would have those Have It All amenities added to them, so you get to enjoy a well-rounded vacation. Now, we have a great partnership with Luxury Cruise Connections, so we do have some exclusive offer like Denise mentioned earlier. So for 14 days, you are able to book with your travel advisor and get some extra onboard credit, which is combinable with your Have It All. So not only would you have your 4 amenities, you also would have some extra onboard credit that you're able to use for anything that you like on board. So you won't have to pay anything more. So now that you are ready to sail with us, right, on our Grand World Voyages or any of the itineraries that we have, I highly recommend that you download the Holland America Line Navigator app, which will be an essential tool for you before, during, and after your cruise. So with the Navigator app, you're able to log in prior to your cruise and immediately start using the app. You're able to complete your check-in online, and once you do your check-in online, you're able to have your boarding pass on that app, which would help you expedite the embarkation process at the pier. So you won't have to hold a paper, you can have your boarding pass on your phone. You're also able to complete your health assessment, which is very critical before you board the cruise. Those will be required at the pier as well. And you are able to use the app to book your shore excursions prior to the cruise as well. Now, while you're on the cruise or while you're on board, the Navigator app is a great tool because you're able to plan your daily activities through the app. You'll be able to see what we have going on at what time and where. You're also able to purchase shore excursions through the app as well. Or if you already have a shore excursion, your ticket will be on your app, and instead of having the paper ticket, you'll have an e-ticket that they'll be able to scan to take you to your shore excursions. And you're also able to make dinner reservations on your app or view the menus ahead of time before you get to the restaurant right on the app. You're able to see your account balance as well. So there's definitely a lot of features on the Navigator app. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, I highly recommend you do so. Now, I really wanted to touch on our protocols, especially those of you who already booked with us or are getting ready to book with us. I wanted to let you know that we are following the CDC guidelines, which means that our cruises that are departing from US ports are available for guests who have received their final dose of an approved COVID-19 vaccine at least 14 days prior to the beginning of the cruise. And we also require a negative COVID test as well. It could be a PCR or antigen, and those results have to be within 2 days of embarkation. Now, pre-cruise, you want to make sure that you talk to your travel advisor to see what kind of requirements that are needed to board with us or for each of the destinations. They'll be able to help you with all of that. You want obviously to download your Navigator app, as we mentioned before, and complete your health questionnaire. So there will be some pre-cruise paperwork to be done to going on your Grand World Voyages or any of our voyages. Now, during embarkation, you have to provide your COVID-19 vaccination card. This could be the one with the QR code or your physical vaccination card, and also show proof of your negative COVID test and any of the IDs that will be required to board. Now, while cruising, we just updated our protocols for on board cruising. As far as mask and physical distancing, masks are now recommended, they're not, but not required. But we do highly recommend our guests to wear masks in specific venues where social distancing is not possible. Again, not required, just recommended. But you do have to wear a mask during the embarkation and the debarkation process. So that is something to keep, and you will need to have your mask with you just to make sure that you're safe to go on the cruise and to leave the cruise as well. Now we do have some extra precautions on board. So we have a great medical care team on board to assist with anything regarding COVID-19. We also enhance our ventilation and of course some sanitary locations on board as well to make sure that we are all safe and keep traveling going. Now, if you are going to a destination that does require a COVID-19 test to come back to your home country or to disembark in a specific country, we will have the COVID test on board for you at no cost to you at all. We'll schedule those testing prior to the embarkation. Okay, all you have to do is let the front desk agent know, and we'll do the test for you on board. So this is actually the end of my presentation, and I wanted to thank you all again for coming on and listening to our Grand World Voyages and looking at the different itineraries that we have going on. So make sure you talk to your travel advisor to take advantage of these early booking benefits and get going on your vacations.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you really much for joining us and giving us this presentation. We're very happy to be able to show all of our guests what Holland America is and what a grand voyage is, right? It's very exciting, right?
Yeah.
You know, going on this trip and emerging into this entire destinations. So I want to open for questions. I know we have a few questions in the chat that I'll start naming them, and if you can help us with the answers, that would be great.
Sure.
Well, as I already mentioned in the past, we have Carolyn that said that she loves Holland America, that she has been in cruises booked. She has 3 cruises booked already.
Awesome.
One of our clients. So very excited that she has 3 cruises coming in. We also have Ken Green saying, can you please tell me if I have a discount fare with Holland American, and if you have the right to cancel his booking at last minute without notice. I think, Ken, I'm not sure if you booked with Luxury Cruise Connections or not, but if you want, we can have one of our advisors assist you with your cancellation. And we'll look into this and address that. We also have Malcolm who said, what's a final COVID test?
What's a final COVID test?
Yes, 2, 3, 4. Not sure what he meant by that.
Well, to make sure, I'm not sure I understand the question, but just to be clear, we do require a negative COVID test, but the results have to be within 2 days prior to embarkation. So you have to take your test within those 2 days on top of your COVID-19 vaccination.
Awesome. And Jenny, as you know, rules change all the time, every day, because of
Yes.
the different situations. So we might say this right now, and a few days later it will change. The most important thing is to check with your travel advisors, and we have dedicated concierge department that can assist you with all the details for your upcoming trip. So it's very, very, very important that you check with luxury cruise connections before sailing to see what are the requirements before you go. So
Yes.
one of the things that we would love to know is if people have ever done business with us. We have a lot of clients, past guests here that we can tell, but we also want to know if there are new people here, because at the end of it, we're here about the service, and we're here to provide the service that they need when booking their Holland America cruise, especially with Grand Voyages. These are very exciting trips and once in a lifetime experience. So we have 55% of the people have done business with us, but we also have other 47 people that have not. So feel free to reach out to us after this consumer event. If you have any questions, anything that we can assist you, we will be happy to help you out. And Jenny, you might want to say why they should book with us directly. It's very important that they know that booking with us, with your travel agency, will provide more perks. Especially, we have a dedicated concierge department. We are part of the Virtuoso program, one of the largest consortiums in the industry. I don't know, Jenny, if you want to give details.
And as you can see, for those clients who are online right now, as you can see, we have a great partnership with Luxury Cruise Connection. I work directly with Holland America Line, and we have all the trust in Luxury Cruise Connections to create those bookings for you. And we trust them to bring you on those cruises with the correct paperwork, the right information, the latest promotions that we have, and also the exclusive promotions that we give to Luxury Cruise Connections that you would not be able to get anywhere else. So we create those relationships with only the most prestigious travel agencies, and Luxury Cruise Connection is definitely one of them.
Thank you so much, Jenny. I'm happy to hear that. So Michael is asking us, are they still doing VeriSign downloading?
Are we still doing what?
VeriSign? I don't know what that is.
Me neither. This question, if we're not able to answer any of your questions today, we'll make sure to send them over to your travel advisor, and we'll get it.
Tom at Forest Travel Agent today.
Sorry, Tom just unmuted himself. So Michael, we'll make sure to contact you after this consumer event to reach out to you regarding the VeriSign downloading. That didn't work out last time. Maybe for your upcoming cruise, we can help you out download the right application for your trip. What else? We have William Wisnant asking, how far ahead of departure is full payment?
90 days prior to departure. That would be your final payment.
Awesome. And at Luxury Cruise Connections, we make sure to let our customers know when their full payment is due. So, William, if you have a deposit already and you need to make a full payment, your advisor will contact you and assist you with it. Mike Cleveland is asking, I use VeriFly. VeriFly is different from any Holland America application. So I used VeriFly 5 days ago, worked okay. The last minute required test at embarkation changed the whole process.
Yes, so just to touch on that, we are in a in a world where things are constantly changing, just to make sure that we're keeping up with the pandemic, right? So we could tell you to download VeriFly, which is a great app to have prior to cruising. However, last minute things can change at the pier, just to ensure that we're following the CDC's guidelines. I do apologize that you had to experience, some difficulties at the pier, but that is just that we're doing the best we can to make sure that everyone is safe and, and ready to take especially those of you that are going on Grand World Voyages. This is a long time spending on board, so we want to make sure that we're as safe as possible.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of the things that our concierge department assists when it comes to traveling, is making sure that you have all the information ready to sail. And because it's constantly changing, we are trying to make sure that everyone has the right information before they sail. But also, our guests need to make sure that everything is filled out and complete. So we have Sue Wheeler saying we have a BOB booked for July 2022, Africa 2022, and Tahiti 2023. Love Holland.
Yes. Thank you, Sue.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that I can tell from Sue, we have been non-traveling for so long and non-cruising for so long that, you know, it's super excited to have so many trips planned and so many cruises planned and
Yes.
different cities. It's very exciting. And we have also Mike Cleveland saying on Rotterdam right now.
Oh, I am so jealous. I love the Rotterdam. I've already been on her twice already, and she's so fantastic. If you haven't been to the Half Moon Bar yet, you should stop by later. They have some great cocktails. You don't want to, but they have some great shows creating the cocktails there. So I highly recommend you stop there tonight.
Mike, I cannot see you, but if you wanna say hello to everyone, feel free to do so. Oh, nice. Let me see if I can spotlight. Let me see. Did I? Oh, breaking up a little bit.
Here I am.
Are you on the crow's nest? I can't really tell.
Yes, I am at the explorations.
Yes. I'm so jealous.
And we have very, very calm seas.
We all are so jealous of you right now.
Have a great cruise, Mike. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mike. We also have, so we also have Roger who messaged me directly asking, is Suriname scheduled to dry dock before 23 World Cruise?
Yes, actually. Yes.
That's really good news.
Yes, yes, we are.
Awesome. We have Mary who asked, do you offer solo supplement amounts less than 200%? Do you break the world voyages into segments if one can be away that long?
Yes, we do offer solo supplements from 150% to 200%. It depends on the itinerary, the voyage. It's not a one percentage, if that makes sense. So it depends on the voyage, but we do have those different amounts of solo supplements. Just in FYI as well, we do have solo nights as well. So if you're going on a vacation by yourself, we do have other solo travelers traveling. So we try to create an event for you all to meet one another and, you know, enjoy the rest of the cruise together. As far as breaking the voyages, yes, you can break the voyage in multiple ways. You do not have to spend the 128 days with us. Once you talk to your travel advisor, they will be able to tell you what segments we have available, but the segments are usually 30 days or more. So you can do 30 days, 40 days, 35 days. It depends on where you want to embark and disembark. Now, the segments are not customizable. They're already created for you. So you would have to choose which segments you want to do.
So, Mary, I see that Javier is your luxury cruise advisor. So he will reach out to you after the event to send you all the information that you need for solo supplements. And also for the work cruise segment. So we also have Donna Golan, who's asking, what insurance is offered for longer voyages?
Well, that is something you can work out with your travel advisor. We do have our cancellation protection plan, the premium package you would be able to purchase as an insurance. But of course, you can talk to your travel advisor to see what different types of options as far as insurance are available to you.
Perfect. Then we're going to make sure that one of our travel advisors reaches out to you regarding that. Last message I have so far from Roger. He is asking me, what does the dry dock schedule to perform?
I do not have that information right now, but I can send it to your travel advisor.
Roger will reach out to you after the consumer event with all that information and let you know anything that you need for your cruise. So
I'll take notes of that.
yes. So Any more questions that we have that you can type in the chat? I don't know if anyone wants to open the mic and ask any questions. Feel free to open the mic and
Okay, looks like I have some direct messages as well there.
oh, nice.
There's a client who asked, what is a sports court? So when we say sport court, is we have different types of courts on board. So it could be a pickleball court, it could be a tennis court, just some physical activity types of sports. We have those courts available on board for.
Awesome. Who asked you that question so we can all know?
That is a message from Madisha.
Okay, that's very nice.
Hampton. Going back to also what is the final COVID test, just to be clear as well, that it only means your 2 doses. It doesn't include your booster. The booster is optional. But if you do have the booster, you can present an antigen negative COVID test. So you have a little bit more leeway if you are boosted, but it is not required.
Great.
So if you Johnson & Johnson, it's just 1 dose.
Great, great. Yeah, good to know. Thank you so much, Jenny. We're opening the mics. Whoever wants to ask any questions, feel free to do so. We're here to answer any questions you guys have. This is what we're here for. This is an exclusive Q&A and opportunity. I know, Roger, are you talking? Or he unmuted himself? No? Okay. I'll mute him back. Anyone else wants to ask a question? I have a question for everyone actually, because it's, obviously we've been inside for so long. So I'm wondering if people want to sell either this year, next year, they have no idea. So I'm sending a poll right now to see when are you guys looking to sell? So I see a lot of people answering this year. The majority, we have 18% of people, 20 people have said that they're selling this year.
Very nice. If you're not sure about selling this year, I've sold twice already this year and it all went fine. I went to the Caribbean and in June I'll be sailing to Alaska. So the destinations that we're doing right now are Caribbean, Alaska, and Europe. So you do have some options for 2022. We are completely safe. Everyone on board will be fully vaccinated as far as guests and employees. So don't be too scared. We have the medical care on board, of course, to assist you if anything should happen on board as well. So if you're doubting 2022, I hope this helps you make a decision for this year.
Jenny, someone asked me, hi, this is Steve. How you doing?
Hi, Steve.
Hi. Is Holland still going with less than 100% on board the ship? Which also makes it safer as well for everyone and makes it better.
Yes, we are sailing at less than 100%. Just to clarify, this is only because we are saving some staterooms for guests who do end up testing positive. We want to make sure that we have facilities for them to be taken care of on board.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. I also have Ken who asked me, I have booked October 2022 Japan to Hong Kong and wondering if it might be canceled in the near future.
So that is not something we are able to predict, unfortunately. If we have any itineraries out there that is open to book, you should assume that it will sail until that destination does not allow us to port there anymore, then we would have to cancel. But if we don't have anything on our way, then we will be sailing.
Good. And also Sue, if you don't mind, she just shared with me that she sailed 3 times since September 2021 already.
Wow. Very nice.
Right. So far, I asked everyone, and we have 28 people, which is 82% of the people that answered, said that yes, they're looking to sail this year. We have a few people that said they want to sail in 2023, and only two people do not know yet. I think to figure it out, it's
Well, we have option, we have time, we have plenty of itineraries for you to choose from.
Great. So
Can I ask a question?
of course.
Now, while I am on the world cruise, what do I do if my daughter wants to come and visit, maybe stay for a segment or a few days?
Not a whole segment.
So your daughter would have to purchase a room for the segment or the entire world cruise. Unfortunately, we do not allow any visitors on board that are not booked guests. So if they'd like to meet you for just a couple of days, it would have to be outside the ship, not on board.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Roger, for participating. I know, Roger, your travel advisor is Steve Goko. So he will reach out to you to see how he can help you out.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes. I've had a lot of difficulty trying to get a deviation letter to take a safari in Africa.
Yes. So unfortunately, our protocols have changed for deviations. We're not allowing those deviations anymore.
I was told on the phone last week that it had been approved with an exception. Now, is that
okay? Yes.
true?
I did actually talk to Jeremy about that. So I believe you were the client he was working with. So we did, since you were traveling with someone who got the deviation accepted, correct?
Yes.
So yes, we did approve that deviation for you. A letter should have been sent to your travel advisor to be shared with you as well.
Okay, I have not heard.
Your travel advisor is George. I'll check with George, and I'll check also with his concierge as well to see the situation of that, and we'll get back to you today, okay?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Well, nice to see you.
Yeah. Super nice to see you guys all. If you guys have any questions after the event and you want to reach out to me, feel free to email me. My email is very straightforward, denise@luxurycruiseconnections.com. I just type it in the chat as well. Feel free to send me an email. I'm here to respond to any questions you guys have, here to help with any bookings. Our travel advisors are here to help you. You have a dedicated concierge department for your booking, so it's luxury and the experience that you will get through the process. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know. We're here to help. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Enjoy your flight on the Rotterdam. Thank you, Sue. We'll get you that letter, and hopefully everyone else can join us on board as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Have a great day, everybody.
Go on.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Happy weekend.
Almost weekend.
Yeah.